Throughout the world, the quest for alternative energy sources is underway to foster development and better living standards while respecting the environment. Whereas most countries of the developed world have fully harnessed their hydroelectric potential, in Brazil, immense hydropower resources remain unexploited. In the Brazilian state of Pará, the Xingu River basin is a prime example. In the 1970s, hydropower inventory studies identified 6 potential hydroelectric sites in the Xingu basin, but no power plants were installed. In 2005, further studies were carried out, and in 2008, Brazil's National Energy Policy Council resolved that Belo Monte would be the only hydroelectric plant installed on the Xingu River. Agriculture and livestock provide the main sources of livelihood in the 5 municipalities within the main area of influence of Belo Monte: Altamira, Brasil Novo, Vitória do Xingu, Senador José Porfírio, and Anapu. The Belo Monte Reservoir will cover an area of 516 square kilometers. Installed capacity at its power plant will amount to 11,233 megawatts, achieved by the harnessing of a 90-meter drop between Altamira and the bend in the Xingu River. When ranked alongside Brazil's 10 largest hydroelectric plants, Belo Monte will stand in 3rd place in terms of the installed capacity to area flooded ratio, thus offering exceptional energy efficiency. Certain design features of the Belo Monte hydroelectric plant stand out for their originality. Generally, at hydroelectric plants, huge spillways built as part of the dam stand alongside a power plant. The Belo Monte project is different in that it is, in effect, comprised of 3 distinct sites: Pimental, Bela Vista, and Belo Monte. These sites are linked by a network of canals. The main dam is located at Pimental on the Xingu River, 40 kilometers from the town of Altamira. Pimental is also the site of the main spillway and a complementary powerhouse. Diversion channels direct water from the Xingu River to a reservoir. The water level of this reservoir is regulated by another complementary spillway located at Bela Vista. Belo Monte is the site of the main powerhouse. With 20 Francis turbines, each with 550 megawatts, installed capacity of the main powerhouse will amount to 11,000 megawatts. The main spillway is located at Pimental, where a complementary powerhouse with 223.1 megawatts of installed capacity is powered by 9 bulb turbines, each of 25.9 megawatts. Since the plans for the Belo Monte hydroelectric plant foresee a complementary reservoir fed by secondary canals, practically the entire project can be executed under dry conditions. With work proceeding simultaneously at 5 work sites, the entire project can be executed in a short time period. Construction of the Belo Monte power plant will entail direct employment for roughly 18,000 people, aside from generating some 80,000 indirect jobs. To accommodate workers, bases will be built in the towns of Vitória do Xingu and Altamira. Thus, at the work sites, only the minimum infrastructure strictly necessary for operation of the plants will be installed. Much of the population of Altamira currently lives in areas susceptible to natural flooding of the Xingu River. Over 4,700 families currently live in flood-prone areas on the banks of the Xingu River and of its tributary streams. During the rainy season, when the river rises above the 97-meter contour mark, such families are often forced to abandon their homes or face dire consequences. The 97-meter contour mark is the level that the river attains with a flow of 19,000 cubic meters per second and is the maximum height projected for the Belo Monte reservoir. Although the water level of the reservoir will never exceed the height of the Xingu River in flood, Planning for the new hydroelectric plant includes an urban enhancement plan for Altamira. The beneficiaries of all these investments will be the town of Altamira and its population. Areas susceptible to flooding will be transformed into ecological parks and environmental preservation areas, and the people of Altamira will gain by having access to enhanced leisure facilities. Families living in flood-prone areas will be resettled in new neighborhoods that offer dignified living conditions. The Urban Enhancement Plan for Altamira is but one component of a set of socio-environmental measures that comprises 14 plans and 53 environmental programs for the region affected by the Belo Monte hydroelectric plant. Aside from Altamira and Vitória do Xingu, other municipalities within the area of influence of Belo Monte will also benefit from these measures. Gurupá, Porto de Mós, Senador José Porfírio, Anapu, Brasil Novo, Uruará, Medicilândia, Placas and Pacajás. Installation of the Belo Monte hydroelectric plant will bring jobs, income and development to the region, and Brazil will benefit from abundant clean energy generated from a renewable energy source to advance its pursuit of sustainable development. This project is a component of the Brazilian federal government's Growth Acceleration Program, PAC.